Alrighty, my dear gamers, it's Sunday evening, which means it's time to play and or watch some good-ass Guilty Gear of the Strive kind. So, you are currently watching Bounty Hunters, a first to 7 show match event, open for basically players of all skill levels and regions. Also, I'm already losing my voice. Give me a second.
But that's why I'm here, to help you tonight.
Nothing that a good old sip of tea can't fix. Yeah, as you might have guessed, I'm your usual host kyuukei, joined today by Rikkami from the Finnish fighting game community.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Hell yeah.
Both watching, playing, and commentating these events. Though I haven't done playing or commentating. I think the last time I commented was in ACR. Back when we did those regularly when the rollback beta came out.
Right, but I mean, you've done some big ass events in terms of like tournaments.
Yeah, I did reinstall last year. Was it a year ago?
Mm-hmm.
Did the extra event for that. Kinda from the bushes, but it was really fun. And last weekend, no, the weekend before that, or last weekend, Baruken here in Finland. We had a Strive event combined with Tekken 7, and I did the commentary for Strive.
World famous Rikkami.
So I'm kinda, I want to get into that groove again because it's fun. I love commentating.
Yeah, honestly, it is. It's like when you momentarily lose your drive for competing, you can just sort of, as a commentator, keep your hype alive by, enjoying the game in different kind of means. I mean, it goes for both. Like, you can be a commentator, you can be a TO, you can be your regular armchair coach, or just a stream viewer. There are so many different ways of enjoying your favorite fighting game.
Yeah, especially since I personally have more than a few baseline problems with playing Strive myself. Not having a character I enjoy that much, but I do dabble in it. And other things as well. But watching Strive has always been mad fun. Because then I don't have to deal with the things that I don't like. I can just look at it and go, yeah, that's what it is. Hey, you gotta hold that, etc.
Watch everybody else struggle.
Yeah, exactly. And I can just enjoy the sport. I don't have to play it.
Hell yeah.
Because I love Guilty Gear. It's God's gift, as people have said in the past.
Yeah, not just the current game, but pretty much all 3 games that are still played competitively are, in their own rights, masterpieces, in my opinion. That's why we run all of them side by side as much as possible.
Yeah.
Speaking of, because the rollback is gonna be coming for Exert soon-ish, trademark, in I guess a month or 2 is a decent.
The announcement did say there would be this month, which is, of course, Daisuke giving me a birthday gift because I'm born in October and I love Exert. We'll have to see if the beta will last longer than a few weeks. There were Shinny tweeted about it, but we're gonna play it as much as possible within that time. Make sure the rollback works.
Yeah, and as soon as we get a functional rollback implementation, we're gonna start running those FT7s for Exert once again. With new oomph, restored vigor, and potentially new players in the community to feature.
ZoKHiZ asking if we are ready to go. I'm assuming we are.
We are sort of ready to go.
We can
think
speak about the players a little bit. I can take ZoKHiZ because I know him. He's an old Guilty Gear player, swapped from Potemkin to Leo to Nagoriyuki because Why wouldn't you play Nagoriyuki? Character's cool, fun, and he likes big bodies.
Yeah, and sort of more a Potemkin than Potemkin is in in Strive.
Oh, and we start with BP.
And in terms of LeTiger, had that one good showing, took their debut match on Bounty Hunters a couple of weeks ago, so let's see what they can do against Nago. I think matchup-wise, this is not the funniest matchup for GoldLewis for sure, for obvious reasons.
Nago just keeps you out. You have big buttons. How do you get in with big man? But this matchup, very explosive. Both of these characters, ton of damage. If GoldLewis gets in, you kind of gotta hold that with Nago.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter who you are, as soon as GoldLewis gets in. Oh, did you notice? Oh, unfortunately blocking the Blood Rage in the air, and now ZoKHiZ getting away with murder, so to speak.
From the chat, I'm reading that ZoKHiZ says this is slightly GoldLewis favored, but
oh, is it?
ZoKHiZ, of course, has to play against one of the better GoldLewises in EU when he plays the matchup. So, you know, it could be even, favored either way. But it's hard. It's hard for both characters.
Damn, I gotta update my matchup database in my brain. For some reason, I thought this was totally a matchup for Nagoriyuki.
Of course, things have changed. GoldLewis got him buffed. Level 3 drone. Yeah, it's pretty good in this current patch. If GoldLewis can just toast out, I don't know, Nago can easily manage to go through it.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point, because you can really treat that drone as sort of like your victory condition. It gets you where you need to be, and arguably, once GoldLewis is point blank to you, it's really hard to grasp the round back from GoldLewis player. The jump D hits the mark and gets the round for LeTiger. And I guess one thing that could be a disadvantage for Nagoriyuki is that his anti-airs are kind of on the slow end of things, and that jump D from GoldLewis.
Jumping in, it's very hard to deal with. He has a lot of air options with BT as well and all of that.
Uh-oh.
And if this happens, yeah.
I think this might be a kill. It's still ticking down. Not quite. But look at that damage.
If he had the super, probably could have kept there.
Yeah, and or another RC to sort of waste time. Another pop, yeah. First one usually lets you escape unless you were already low health. Second one, not so much. Second pop usually spells the doom.
I did like the spending of blood there, because you wall break and then you get a hit on Lewis and you just have all that blood in, and LeTiger was pretty low, so you just kind of balled in, tried to see if you can close in the round, take a risk there. There could have been also miscalculations in blood.
No way. Never miscalculate blood. Who would mismanage?
If I played Nago, I would never miscalculate blood.
Right? Me neither. Because I know these resource management characters, I never go bust. Ooh, I wonder if there seems to be a little bit of stuttering there on the connection end.
Yeah, I was pretty worried if it's just on my side, and then I tried to look at the stream if it's happening on that side as well.
Is this the world famous Pori dimension?
I really hope it's not.
Because I think Finland to Switzerland should be pretty okay generally.
It's pretty okay. I don't think I've played to any specifically people from Switzerland, but I played very much around that area. So, yeah, it could be Pori dimension.
Yeah, it's kind of for those who are not in the know. Pori internet sometimes does weird things, and I wonder if this is one of those cases.
Like you usually have a really good connection that ZoKHiZ, unless you don't, it just randomly decides that no, this pairing doesn't work, and you just can't play.
Yeah.
This was more in Exert, of course. In Strive, it hasn't been as much of an issue.
Right, the rollback sort of alleviates the problem. What is going on here? I'm just stuck there.
I mean, it just could be overall internet issues as well. You never know.
Yeah, could be server issues as well.
Yeah. Your service provider just says, nah, I can't give you this much of the internet particles, so to speak. And you just get started and, well, now they're stuck.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait for a while and see a status update from the players. What's up? Oh, so there was a desync, actually. Yeah, it's really weird, because I thought the two first games were, like, kinda good, and then the third one just went places.
Well, it was a desync, so I think it's fair to say to take the rematch, since we can't really tell what's happening on both sides. And
yeah, I mean, what else can we do? It was like, if I recall correctly, ZoKHiZ had one round, but like, I wonder at what
Tigger was comboing, you know.
Yeah.
These characters are explosive, so
I think the players are okay with redoing that match. So we're still at 1-1 situation here. And here's to hoping we got those better internet particles for now. Right, activating the drone, yeah. Even though you can kind of slash across the drone or through the drone, GoldBlue still ends up getting the value that they're looking for, because it's gonna run into you.
Depending on what button Nago, of course, uses, you just kind of get that soft KD, and you're kind of neutral. It's just almost an even trade sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not like super sure on the intricacies of that particular exchange, but that particular RPS is probably one of the, you know, the most important situations you can have in this matchup. Oh my goodness, was that a burst bait? No, ZoKHiZ didn't actually have a burst.
This is gonna hurt.
I think that was just a classic issue, not able to buffer the Behemoth Typhoon during that jab. However, once you get back on track and pressure rolling, the Tiger.
I do like how ZoKHiZ starts these rounds, because it's not a lot of things that GoldBlue can do against those level 2 buttons. So he just kind of tries to use as much blood as possible to get in. And if it doesn't work out, you just chill out.
Damn, perfect! Starting from a very late-looking, too heavy anti-air. I think, yeah, if you go for a too heavy anti-air against GoldBlue, it'll have to be a prediction instead of a reaction. Uh-oh. Is it Tiger?
It is a slow anti-air.
Oh, but it's not fast enough. And the droid saves the day. This could be, yeah, has 50 meter. Le Tiger.
Kind of unfortunate for Zok. He obviously tried to get in before the drone comes out. Kind of figuring out that, yo, if I can just keep this pressure up and then get my big buttons again, I'm gonna be good. But the man's got the drone out, and you were already doing Fukio Beyblade, so.
Uh-oh.
Bad burst.
Yeah, so much disjoint on those Behemoth Typhoons, and Le Tiger is just ready to milk out every single point of damage from Zok.
Yeah, this big boy just lost more than 50% from one bad burst.
Right, in mid-burst, Le Tiger remembers that particular combo that Zok had previous round that didn't want to have anything to do with it. Kind of like respectful burst. It's like understanding what the opponent can do. Even though you have the life lead, you gotta respect Nago's ability to run it back.
I mean, this character, I'm not sure if he can TOD everyone but close enough at least.
I think it's always like the question of how much risk you have in a Guilty Gear game.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And Nago, definitely one of those characters capable of building risk quite a bit, in fact, because you have that external resource that you can use to sort of extend your pressure more. Oh! Burst not working out for LeTiger here.
Look at that 6H, 6H, OTG. Big damage. Just fight, RC. I have all this blood.
There we go. Another very common sequence that, you know, Nagoriki players love to use at that round start position. Hook your backwards, cancel into one of your special moves, usually a Beyblade, and it ends up working out. Kind of reminds you of old Slayer stuff, like round start,
BDC Mappa.
yeah, something of the sort. I mean, I guess Nago is sort of a spiritual successor to Slayer in some ways.
Oh, definitely is. In big buttons ways and just kind of moving in and out.
Yeah, if nothing else, in spirit. Sort of works a different way. The mechanics are a little different. Some mechanics are the same. Like ZoKHiZ has to sort of respect the droid here. 50 meter, yeah.
And the positive bonus means the man can just swing the coffin for a while.
Yeah,
He's not in a hurry.
That's sort of what we told you earlier. Is like when the drone is blocked and GoldLewis gets in, it's like damn, that's kind of the round there, unless you have a lot of resources and or bursts to get out of there. Again, the Tiger in a position where I'm seeing a lot
to be choppy again.
Uh-oh.
Which is a shame because again we got 2 good rounds, 2 good matches.
Damn, is that gonna be the pattern for the rest of the match? 2 good ones, then third time's the charm. When the decent
match goes like 7-6, so we're actually gonna watch like 20 matches.
I wonder
7 extra for desyncs.
I wonder if there was a desync again there. I mean, at the time they started, you know, going choppy a little. LeTiger did have 1 round already, and we were into the second one. Alright, we're going back to lobby, weighing our options here.
I mean, we don't want either player to have a rough time due to internet issues, of course.
It's kind of hard. Sometimes the spectator experience might not correlate to what the players are experiencing on the screen, so I'm sort of riding on the player's ability to give us a little bit of insight in terms of what is going on and how do they wish to proceed. So for ZoKHiZ, they report that they did play netplay earlier and had no visible issues on their side.
Well, as long as no one's in hurry, we can just talk it out. Try to accommodate both players. It would be a shame, of course, if we can go all the way through this, because it is. It's a tight map. Looking good. Like seeing the back and forth with both players.
So at the moment, I think they are gonna hop on and try out a couple of games again and see what we get.
Back into the mix.
It would be a damn shame if we kind of have to, you know, give this matchup up because it's unplayable. Because so far it's been pretty much all fire except for the decent matches.
Yeah,
right?
It's a definite back and forth. Both players, I think, have gotten a perfect or close enough at least. And
ooh, big value for ZoKHiZ lands. The blood-sucking universe. Now big damage coming in. I think this won't kill GoLuis, but you know, this life situation ain't looking too good for LeTiger.
yeah,
Especially since Naga's Sword Specials also chip. Yeah.
you get all those specials cancelled into each other because you have a lot of blood anyway, and then you have to deal with normals that chip on top of it as well.
Oh, what a whiff punish! The Behemoth Typhoon actually just barely by a couple of pixels whiffs, and ZoKHiZ is ready to fire it up.
Also, nice conversion, gets blood back with the super. No positive bonus, but drone is there.
Drone buying a lot of real estate for LeTiger, straight into the place where you would love to be. ZoKHiZ though has a lot of meter to defend after this. And LeTiger unfortunately wasn't able to get the heart knockdown, not enough meter on their side. Bam!
Just the clone. Sometimes it's enough.
I think these two characters have like really good tools against each other's crucial tools. Like there we saw ZoKHiZ sort of put out the clone at the perfect timing, interrupting LeTiger out of their level 3 security drone.
Then again, if the drone is out, you can't use clone or Fukia, so
yeah,
kinda
timing, spacing, footsies, a lot of things, you know, very critical. And that's kind of what makes the matchup look so cool. Nice jump. And LeTiger able. Let's see if they... Alright, just going for a normal BmB combo. ZoKHiZ. God, ZoKHiZ has so much meter. It's so important for LeTiger to keep this up. Oh! Is it gonna hit? Yes, indeed!
no animation. Still gets a lot of block back though.
I think
The Naga pressure.
even if you don't go into the animation, do you still get the... I think you get the negative blood build up for your...
I don't know if it's more if you get the animation, but I do know you get some blood back on just the initial hit.
Yeah, one of those obscure mechanics that you probably have to be a Naga player to know. You know, straight off. Oh, so close to popping.
I was holding my breath just looking at the blood meter.
Yeah, ZoKHiZ has been playing it fairly close with the blood, has been popping, has been calculating well, but we know there is always potential. Uh-oh. Oh, nice! ZoKHiZ perfectly timed jump out gets to nullify the whole drone. And here we go, this is gonna be a kill!
Very nice. Very nice.
Damn!
Naga, of course, doesn't have as much air mobility as other characters, so jumping over the drone, it's kind of rough. But also, Naga has good air buttons that
Yeah.
are kind of hard to anti-air.
Definitely decent buttons for coming down with. And ZoKHiZ being able to get out of that tricky situation. Wow, I think LeTiger was just looking for a different approach from ZoKHiZ.
Both players immediate burst. They know that the reward from both of these characters is huge. They just pop it while it's hot.
For sure. Again, yeah, this time closes out the air pathways. And with a massive life advantage. And a positive one. Oh, that was a good drone. Sorry, not drone. The other drone. The clone.
Yeah, he tried to go for the gat. YRC?
Well, the Tiger was respecting.
Yeah.
It's an okay-ish option if you think after the YRC your opponent doesn't go for the low. Of course, of YRC is so plus that you can sort of go for an airtight low. If they try to churn a super, you might get caught if you're, you know, during your input not low blocking. But ZoKHiZ tying up another round here. 1 round apiece.
As one of my favorite F-shirt players of all time would have typed out, will it kill?
Alright, ZoKHiZ, this is a difficult situation. ZoKHiZ has burst coming back, but no meter whatsoever to defend against this oncoming onslaught. Has to be thinking about the burst. Yeah, Tiger going for a heart bait there. But again, when is the burst coming out? ZoKHiZ must find the way out. No, he just keeps holding it and gets out.
Oh, but the pop baited the burst though. But now it's a big swing.
I think even though ZoKHiZ didn't get massive reward for the burst itself there, the 2 hard baits ended up giving him pretty decent rewards. Really nice RPS here on the burst metagame. That's how it goes. Sometimes, I mean, if you get the bait, it's big. If you miss the bait, it's really big for the opponent.
Yeah, you just give them a, if you hard bait 2 more, you just give them a free burst because you can't do anything. With the 100 meter, taking the corner, but get thrown. I do like how Letiger is handling a lot of these corner drone situations. Put out the drone, then challenge the opponent because you know they want to jump, so he just kind of goes in JPP.
Important clone there, nullifying the level 3 security drone once again and giving ZoKHiZ the pressure opportunity. Still has blood left, still has meter left as well, and Tiger does not have a burst to get out of this. Bang!
Oh, thank God the first hit killed, so we didn't have to look at the extra 20 seconds.
Optimized time usage.
You speed run.
Stands up for the overhead. Alright, able to break out of that pressure from Tiger. And now back to... Oh, this time it was not fast enough! ZoKHiZ with the extra reach from Nagos. Grounded throw. Tried to go for a whiff punish there, Tiger, not hitting the mark, but scoring the pressure. ZoKHiZ finds the gap, and that's gonna hit!
That's a lot of damage, son.
Both players with the burst. Again, Tiger kind of in the same situation as ZoKHiZ in the previous game. Are they gonna get any value out of their burst? ZoK scoring their own value, keeping Tiger in the corner. But look at ZoKHiZ spacing. He's staying at a spacing where the burst is a non-issue. Drone coming to rescue though. Oh.
ZoK tried to interrupt the drone with the clone and figured
This is actually good for Tiger because ZoKHiZ was in the lead. In this situation in Guilty Gear, both players will lose a round basically, and if you're the player who's sort of down on rounds, you're the only one who gets the value.
Also, Letiger didn't use the burst last round, so he's even more of an advantage than this round. ZoKHiZ will build it up, but what will he do with it?
Try to FD Tiger out, but unfortunately a hard bait once again gets the bait, and that should be it.
Hard bait, 2P, another hard bait, like that.
It's the metagame with the burst bait is so deep because even after you miss a hard bait, you're kind of facing with a situation where you gotta decide, am I gonna commit to the bait till the end? Because the opponent might sort of go for a delayed burst as well, and that time it all paid off.
Also, depending on after which hit you bait your burst, you might just get a soft or a hard KD. Gives you extra time.
Right, ZoK sort of diffusing the situation, taking a little bit of damage of the drone coming in the second drone. Unfortunately, only level 1, so not gonna last for a long time. That's sort of the crux of the thing. You gotta wait for that security level. You get to the security level 2 very fast, but the level 3 takes a lot of time to recharge.
It's like in a ACPR or a Exert. Eno likes to throw out that node in full screen and just run after it, if possible. It's good.
It is very good.
Lewis can't do that all the time. You just need to have a specific amount of time where you can do it. So you're just kind of struggling in between sometimes. But throwing out the level 1 drone when you just threw out a level 3, I think if ZoK tried to hook you in, the drone would have catched it. So it's not always bad.
Ooh, nice catch. Oh, but the too heavy misses a little late there. ZoKHiZ still. Oh, we're going for another one. LeTiger knows that's gonna hit very hard. The perfectly placed clone once again preventing LeTiger from taking out the level 3 throne. And now the super is gonna secure a massive advantage here after the wall break for ZoKHiZ. LeTiger.
Almost 0 blood. A little positive bonus.
Oh my god, he found the way. But now LeTiger has to play it very tight. Baits that YRC! Oh, you're going for a ride here, ZoKHiZ. Look at all that meter. Wait a second. Oh, I wonder if they dropped it on purpose or... Oh my goodness.
Could have been they were doing 360s to get the kill, but just held the 7 input or something too long. Got a back jump. It happens.
Ooh, got the drone out. And plus frames. Oh my god, if ZoKHiZ actually gets to use any of that meter.
Oh, but just jumping. You have good jumping buttons. Kind of good on the read where they were closing in on the range where drone actually becomes pretty good again. So ZoKHiZ just, yeah, I'm a super jump in. Press a button, see what he does.
I mean, it's sort of speaks volumes of how patient of a player ZoKHiZ is. I've never seen Nago players sit tight and just hold back with that amount of, you know, gauge available. Granted, ZoKHiZ was pretty high on blood, so they couldn't throw out, you know, specials willy-nilly.
RCs, so he could have had RCs, but most of them like 5H RC. What do you do? It's already good enough at level 2.
Right, first big counter hit nullified by LeTiger. The pressure reset dash. Gets the drone out. ZoKHiZ trades a little bit of health for not getting stuck in the drone. However, LeTiger takes good... basically milks everything out of the good situation. Back to neutral. Good escape from ZoKHiZ. Jumpy. But not able to convert perfectly. Still anybody's game. This is not gonna deal enough quite.
Just barely didn't have enough meter to use the super to kill there either, but yeah, he had the blood. Kinda even. I think LeTiger did try to bait the burst again at some point and kinda gave ZoKHiZ a way out there.
Alright, hitting it decently big. ZoKHiZ slow on tension, able to finally mount an offense in this round.
Both players with a good amount of resources. LeTiger got burst back.
Oh, it's ZoKHiZ's turn to bait it!
Oh, and he gets the hard knockdown as well, so positive bonus.
LeTiger, however, not without options here. A lot of meter. Unless they get hit by the jump in.
I think. Well, could have been that he's just guessing low, but I think he might have tried to do a super there and just get it out, which would be unfortunate.
Yeah, it kind of looked that way because for a fuzzy block timing, that would have probably been a time where you still block high there. And now ZoKHiZ. I think for the first time in a while, this has been a roller coaster ride back and forth. But it's been, I think, LeTiger most of the time on the driver's seat. Now ZoKHiZ arriving to 6 points first. So there have been adjustments, counter adjustments, and now moving into the championship rounds, ZoKHiZ is not willing to let it go though. Good usage of FD from ZoKHiZ, pushing ZoKHiZ away from the coffin swing range. ZoKHiZ very high on blood.
Safe jump versus button, but there's a gap, so...
Big value. Especially when, as a Nago player, you're very high on blood, the sort of willingness to go for a reversal super definitely goes up, because you would like to get rid of some of that blood buildup. And with that momentum, ZoKHiZ was able to score from the super. Now on set point against ZoKHiZ. See what ZoKHiZ has to say about that. Ooh, good conversion into the corner. And optimally no. Oh my goodness! Snatching them out of the sky.
Very nice air throw, but misses the OTG, so Pixelbuddha is just... You can punish the whip button. And it's his turn again. Ooh, Warrior C baits the burst.
Uh-oh!
We're going to the corner.
Danger!
Doesn't quite kill.
But the 2S, especially with the level 3
Level
blood.
2 2S.
Damn!
Kinda nice.
ZoKHiZ at the perfect moment, making the adjustment, swinging the momentum. It was looking so even. And even like in ZoKHiZ's sort of control for the most of the set. But our man, ZoKHiZ, the big body player of Finland, clutches it out at the end, 7-5.
I still appreciate ZoKHiZ's in-game avatar so much, because that's what he looks like. That's just him in pixel form.
I think a lot of Finnish fighting game Strive players love to do that sort of cosplaying as their real life selves.
I definitely do, but I do have the hat that I do not own, sadly.
Okay.
Rygand as well. Definitely
yeah, Rygand, definitely.
Himself.
The pink hoodie, the glasses, the bald head.
So we have NKellyy versus NKellyy Baiken versus HDM May next, I think.
Indeed. Mm-hmm. Alright, HDM, one win under their belt versus Decapact Happy Chaos. Not Decapact Kai, Happy Chaos from, it wasn't last week, but a couple of events ago, so.
I think it's one of the ones I missed. Because I don't remember HDM.
Yeah, HDM still fairly new, and this will be part of the series of their sort of quotations calibration matches. Still like trying their luck against multiple players, just to see like where we kind of stand. And
it's like when you have Skittles, you press them against each other to see which Skittle breaks first, and then you find the two hardest Skittles, and those are the king Skittles because nothing else could break them. And they're the peak.
Damn, is that a real thing? I missed upon all this.
I remember there was I think it was 2016 Tumblr or something. There was a big, it could have been 4chan. I just saw like it was a long thread about a person pressing Skittles against each other to see which would be the hardest Skittle, and like different colors and such. And in the end, he would figure out the tier list of the hardness of the Skittle.
That's almost like a fighting game community tale. Because we do love tier lists, we do love shoving Skittles against each other here on the one versus one competitive scene. This is honestly perfect analogy. 2 Baiken stick this week, you know it.
How would I find that post? Skittles.
Pick the perfect keyword.
Against each other.
While you look for the important stuff, let me message HDM. Also, I think what better way to sort of perform your quotations calibrations matches or calibration matches than against one of the regulars, one of the most featured player, NKellyy. One of the die-hard bounty hunters, joiners.
All right, so I did say though it was 2016 Tumblr, I can't find that post, but I found a 2001 old-ass forum where a person did a testing of green, red, yellow, purple, orange Skittles and tested out the victors of each. I kind of figured out the matchup charts as well.
Uh-huh. So who was the winner?
Orange Skittles were the hardest and the purple ones were the softest.
Damn. You heard it here first. Well, not first. It's well past 2001, but
here's for anyone who's interested in the Skittles hardness factor test. There's no images because the board is too old for them, but I assume from the comments that there were images previously here.
Alright, HDM should have the info. Let's see if they've noticed. Oh, might as well get this out of the way. So our third matchup of today is potentially not happening. There was a lot of uncertainty in Pixelbuddha's schedule because they are sort of on the road, and if they were to play, they would have had to play from a hotel room with a questionable quality internet. And they did say that, all right, I'll give you a call if we're able to do it, see how it goes, but I would give it like maybe 80% certainty that we're probably not gonna have the Frinky versus Pixelbuddha match today. But I mean, open to all options. Color me surprised. Give me a early Christmas present. Never say never. We might still...
We'd rather have it happen, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But from my experience of hotel internet, I would personally not want to play with that. But who knows? Maybe I've been to shitty hotels.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to make a tier list of all available internets, the hotel internets would probably be somewhere in the C tier, potentially.
All right, but where do you rank VR, the Finnish railway internet in that dead zone between Helsinki, where you have no internet connection at all for 30 minutes?
That's definitely can't play during a public event, so that goes into the bottomest of the bottom tier, depending on what we want to name the bottom tier. That would go straight into the bottom tier for sure.
It's a strong one, honestly, because it works perfectly for the first 30 minutes of whatever you're going, and then you just get a 30-minute dead zone of nothing, and your normal mobile doesn't work either. And then again, for the last 30 minutes, it's okay again. But you're not that much closer to any major cities either. Because there are bigger cities in the 30-minute radius. It just doesn't work for some reason.
Alright, let's entertain the idea of some contingency plans. I'm gonna message Prezli and Deknud, check if they are potentially ready to play to buy time for HDM.
Now, where would I find the tier list and previous matchups chart? Because I remember Deknud. We've seen him a lot here.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't remember him playing Zato. I could be wrong.
That's honestly
my memory is bad.
That's completely understandable. For Deknud is probably one of those players, one of those few players in Europe who can boast with being able to kick your ass with random select.
I mean, that would make it.
Yeah.
That would definitely do it.
I think Deknud has participated in most random character challenges on Bounty Hunters so far, with really good results as well. So, you know, if you're wondering, this guy is man capable of piloting majority of the cast, and now it's time for another, you know, I'm not exactly sure how deep into Zato Deknud is currently, but, you know, we're definitely talking about an advanced class player playing a sub character, which is why we can sort of, on a good conscience, pit Deknud, as strong as he is, against prezli Faust. We're of course talking about a very technical character, but Deknud also has a decent track record for piloting those technical characters. Played Jacko as their main for some time, and I guess I would rate, in terms of, you know, technical characters on Strive, definitely Zato and Jacko up there.
Yeah, Jacko definitely up there in Zato as well. That's kind of like where my head was at. I remember them playing technical set play characters, but then I'm looking at Zato, I'm like, no, that's not quite it, is it? But some people just, they click with a lot of these characters and can get them on a good level fairly quickly. And I can just respect them because it's taken me ages to get down BmBs on Axel, because I never played characters like Axel before.
Right? It's kind of like...
I kind of did. Zoners, but then again, the way Axel zones is different from the characters I played previously.
Okay, we've had thumbs up from both players, so we are indeed gonna play prezli Faust versus Deknud Zato next.
This, of course, a matchup I don't think I've seen too often, at least. I've seen it a few times, but I don't have too much data because there's not too many Faust players, and I feel for them because the character, it's fine now, fine-ish. Don't want to sell him short. And on the other side, Zato, such a hard character that it doesn't have a lot of players because he's intimidating to pick up.
Yeah, I think usually players like instant returns. It's just how it is. So if you have a super technical character, even if that character is, you know, top tier, we can all debate about that, but you're gonna see fewer of those character mains players. But I'm super interested to see what is Deknud's unique twist to this character. And like you said, Zato Faust. Yeah, if you ask me how this matchup goes, I have no idea.
Just
teach me.
Like thinking about the tools Zato has. He has good 6B, pretty okay pokes, frog, like oppose, all of those things. They seem like they would be pretty good against Faust, but then again, you have this. Like, all of these items, you can't maneuver Eddie through that. It's very hard.
Yeah, if like history teaches us anything about this matchup, a lot of items in previous games are definitely a problem for Zato. They're kind of there to fuck up your puppets, whatever the puppet wants to do. Oh, that was so smart for both players. the drill canceling the puppet and drifting into pressure, but Deknud was ready.
That caught the startup. I was so scared that I can't. Is it the Executioner in this game as well?
I think the name is Sunvoid, but you know, yeah. It's Executioner in our hearts, right?
Yeah, it's Executioner plus Frustration.
That's kind of what Zato yells as well, so it's kind of a mix-up that the move is actually called Sunvoid. Oh, here's the other super though. Is he gonna catch? Not quite too far away. Ooh, switching side, but the little guy is there for the momentum breaker. And prezli, actually, was that a combo? The little guy comboing into the fishing bowl that I saw.
I think it was.
That's kind of nutty.
Of course, you can't confirm it, but I think he was just throwing it out there, and then the little guy hit. You know,
sort of prepared for the situation where Deknud actually doesn't end their string. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? The little guy is gonna, you know, momentum break for you either way.
Yeah, you're gonna be safe.
Ooh.
But yeah, then again, if you're just setting a pose like that because you can't move Eddie forward first because the items will kill him, you kind of have to move in front of the oppose to get in, and then again, fast buttons kind of good at full range.
Yeah, and that was definitely the breaking point of that round there. prezli just drilled jump 2K straight through because, you know, the oppose wasn't there to block it. Oh my goodness!
Michael Bay.
Switching positions, that was a great maneuver for Deknud. The standing overhead, scores.
Okay, and we get the good Oki because we have Eddie.
There's really no escape out of this Oki. You break the wall with Sunvoid, you have full Eddie gauge. Even if they backdash, no matter what they do, they're gonna get stuck in that shadow pressure.
Yeah, both Pierce and Leap, I think, do catch the backdash, or at least make you block it, and then you just run into Zato.
Oh, is this gonna whiff punish? No, it's... God, the Amorphous...
Too far.
Amorphous is just such a slow super.
You know, he's a big whale, he needs to come in.
But a very safe super in a lot of situations. Oh my goodness, interesting. Drifting forward and getting punished that way. Oh, the drill RC deleting the little guy, and this is gonna be it for prezli.
What we saw happen there is one of those things that Garvis played Strive at the early phases, and everyone was mad about oppose and just overall Zato. If you just hit the puppet in any way, RC, and Zato has to block the bubble, or he gets hit and you get a combo.
Yeah, that's an innate weakness of Zato, the vulnerability to system mechanics, and especially like the RC explosion.
But now the 6B, and let's get the what's the mix? Like Eddie's down, but you're still in the corner.
Ooh, big one.
You get a good trade.
It's gonna go coast to coast.
And the mix. That was pretty good, because if it didn't kill, prezli would have had to block the trumpet. Because I'm pretty sure Deknud caught it there.
Sinking 50 meter into that left-right mix-up. Oh, here it goes again. Can't actually do it in the corner. Oh, but there's a well-timed... Oh, is this gonna... Yeah, it's actually gonna counter-poke.
This time, far enough to not get hit by the far slash.
Almost looking good, but was a little too low there. The fishing pole actually catching. Big hit. And Deknud is gonna cash out here. Here we go into the difficult Oki situation once again. What's it gonna be?
Did it even summon? Just walk in, 5B.
That's kind of brave.
Just get a good combo with all of your Eddie meter there.
Oh, nice.
He did have the RC to kind of cover it though, so.
Could still be anybody's game. This is gonna be punishable.
Not enough meter and couldn't drift back.
Yeah, prezli
pretty good.
was trying to backpedal out of it, holding back, but Deknud, being the advanced player that they are, know that situation from playing other characters. Ooh, good anti-air. And the whiff punish with 5 heavy!
Very nice. Then get the trumpet. Yeah, sure. But your Eddie is dead now because Eddie has to be on the ground. I think that was 3 hammers in a row.
Hammer, pretty good item. Although, the next item, the horn, did give Deknud decent amount of value, and now Deknud...
When you see that onslaught of hammers, you're gonna be scared.
Oh no, too early! prezli was still baiting.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
It's been so close, and the level of sick nasty plays from both players, it's obvious that this is like a fairly high level set. Deknud, even though they are 3 games down, they have played, sort of displayed.
Yeah, it's 3-0, but it's ETH. You know, it's one of those situations.
Presence of mind in just every single RPS situation. Again, drifting forward doesn't quite get the punish, but honestly, it's enough for Zato to have the puppet ready and to be able to press the offensive. Ooh, good throw, but has to respect the little guy once again. Clears the left-right teleport. Speaking of the teleport, I think it's not the easiest thing. If you know that Faust player is willing to sink that 50 meter into the teleport, and you know it's coming, you kind of have to be holding it and ready to counter it. I think you... I'm gonna be honest, I'm not actually sure what the counterplay, the safest possible counterplay is to that teleport RC. Oh, I guess that works! Having anything active once, you know, Faust is teleporting.
Even then, you know, Faust can kind of hold it. Ooh, that's a nice combo! So, if they just let it loose, of course, the mix-up is the best if you just do it fast. But you can kind of think about it and go, he might be tossing out some actives on my way, so I'll just hold this for now, then let it loose, get a counter hit.
Definitely in the true Faust main fashion, prezli has been throwing some good items as well. I mean, that's kind of how the character works. If you get good ones, it's so much easier.
Why would you ever throw bad items?
Yeah, honestly, why? Answer me. Why throw a bad item? Do you want to lose? No, I didn't think so. Oh my god, glow slash hitting from behind. That's a Guilty Gear hitbox if I ever saw one.
I was kind of ready to saw on the counter hit that. Yeah, he's on the opposite side. I need to jump this way. Get confirm.
Little guy keeping guard. Oh, nice and comboing so that Deknud doesn't get the trumpet.
Little guy, then the trumpet, then the hammer. You just have to hold that. There's not a lot that you can do. Couldn't get an unsummon though, so now just combos without Eddie. It works. Soft KD, full Eddie meter, positive bonus. We're still in this. That's a lot of items.
Jesus, take the wheel. That was a lot of good ones. Although, Deknud getting a decent item in the exchange as well. And this is gonna be a lot of damage. Yeah, that's gonna spell doom.
Yeah, it's gonna kill.
Boom.
Very nice.
The live and die by the RNG. You get some. I get some. With the little guy again. Dude, the little guy is such a strong tool. It was strong in the past, and it looks to be super strong here in Strive as well. Oh, didn't even catch the trumpet. Deknud getting denied everything. And now, another difficult situation. prezli once again, close slash going in the right direction.
Deknud as well. There was a bomb on his face, and he tried to counter poke Faust or poke the bomb, I think with 2S, but the bomb was too close, and he just, after that, had to block it, and prezli got a lot of free real estate, throwing more items during that block. he knows how to capitalize these items when he sees them.
Oh, the little guy coming back. Deknud, yeah, doing the jump cancels, actually pushing themselves forward, not letting the mini Faust activate. That was a smart play. And the overhead. I would say Deknud really deserves this round for being so vigilant about the item options. And a double overhead.
High, low, high. It's 5D, not the easiest thing to block when your mental stack is full of other things. Looking at Eddy gauge, blocking lows, looking at the RC.
Prezli able to initially wiggle their way out of that puppet pressure. Super important. But now here we go. That's gonna be safe. The puppet taking the hit for the master.
That's the good old thing that Zato always has had. Even though he doesn't do a safe jump situation or anything, if your super is just one hit, you're just gonna hit Eddy and, you know, Zato's gonna punish you for that. Sure, he loses to Eddy, but he gets a combo.
And Deknud finally on the board. It's been 5 excruciating matches, but now maybe, just maybe, it's time for bad RNG for items, as well as, you know, processing all the data for the matches we played so far.
Again, Prezli throwing out a bomb, kind of just playing around it. Sees next item, trumpet. I'm gonna run in and just trying to 6B Zato out of it.
Good reaction from Prezli there, jumped out of the oppose. But now here comes Faust, the overhead. Wait, that Dental Hammer actually interrupted the throw sequence? Was that a
I think it punished, yeah.
That's
like the because you're not gonna be fully like you're fully invuln through it, but when you get the hit, you're not invuln afterwards. So there has to be some recovery on it.
That's so nasty. It's like historically getting a throw has been one of those things that one of the few ways to sort of escape really advantageous items coming in. But what can you do if the incoming item just checks you automatically? Damn. Oh, the last pixel's actually hitting. That 6 heavy has deceptive hitbox. But also
with a perfect. Like these matches, they are so close. These players are so even, but it's 5-1.
Smart from Deknud, waiting for the hammer bounces. Doesn't hit once, it stays on the screen for a while. 5k, catching backdash but not able to convert it. Again in Prezli using basically all of their resources to keep Deknud in the corner. Right, reset back to neutral. Prezli, a lot of meter. Deknud does not have anything. And the fishing pole takes Prezli up to 6 points. This is dangerous. I think one of the biggest problems for Deknud, definitely the sort of, not necessarily being 100% experienced with the character, sort of shining through, where Prezli, very sneaky, sort of wiggling their way out of block strings like this one.
Also, like Zato probably has a lot of things he can do to boss, but they are not conventional. So the character is not this matchup, even though it could be Zato favored as easily as anything, it's not gonna be an easy match.
Yeah, it probably requires experience, right?
The character itself is so technical. You kind of need to know these situations.
Yeah, it's like doubly so. Not only are you playing a technical character, you also... Ooh, nice IB. And now, Deknud's time to turn it on. breaking the wall before the Horde gets there. Very nice. Lots of damage done. But with the finishing touch.
Kinda went in between the hammer and the 6B, full risk, but now I get the throw. It's my turn. Let's see what Deknud does.
And now prezli, no way out of this one. Burst, not ready. Gauge, not there. So have to rely on only the things that are available without resources. Oh, nice stance up to block the overhead. Again, yeah, I think Deknud couldn't press a button there. Didn't want to extend themselves into the hammer that was behind them. So much stuff coming through. 5 heavy against airborne. It's still anybody's game.
Oh, the bomb! I think... Yeah. Deknud was blocking, but I was like kind of looking at if Eddie took the hit instead. But as we were saying, like, Zato, technical character, but also very different from anyone else in terms of neutral because you're a public character.
I like the hot potato meta as well. Deknud, as soon as they kick the bomb back to prezli's side, they're sort of ready to sort of counterbalance it back with the puppet in case prezli chooses to, you know, kick the bomb back immediately. And here we go. We're not done. This is where the chase begins. Deknud, one of the top players on a sub character, not willing to give out just yet. They've been in this situation many a time. Maybe not with this character, but damn.
Yeah, hey, I know you got 6 matches. Any one of them could be last. But I came here to win. I'm not gonna give up. That's a good mentality to have.
Yeah, calm and collected.
It's very hard to, when you, from experience, when you look at the stats and you're like, oh, I'm 1 to 5. There's so little I can do. It's very stressful, but Deknud just picks up more steam from it. And it's very good to see.
Honestly,
he's a good player. That's
the one thing you can't get hooked up on. Like, you can't think about the odds, because the odds are stacked against you. If you start thinking about that, your performance is gonna suffer. Damn, Deknud has been so good blocking those left-rights from the teleport.
Wow, prezli, very smart. Deknud went in.
Block this!
And the mix.
Again, prezli somehow finding the hole. And of course, meteors as well. No way. The item.txt open. prezli getting the one that they want at the crucial moment.
But yeah, when prezli teleported to the other side with mini-falls, Deknud went in and took the trumpet, so prezli had to kind of respect, jump backwards. But then he drilled in, and Deknud just missed the entire.
Ooh, again the 60.
But then again, Deknud still not giving up. You love to see it.
But the facts are facts. The info is on the board. prezli is still on set point here.
Set point, and he has the burst advantage. And now he has the Oki advantage.
A lot of advantages stacked upon. Ooh, nicely placed drill there. But prezli, yeah, using the burst, getting Deknud off of them. It is ready. Oh, the little guy is triggered. Deknud has been combo broken, thrown into the corner. And big damage coming in. Uh-oh. No.
Not like this.
No way.
Please.
Say it isn't so, senpai.
Daisuke, who you
No.
are in Japan. No.
Oh, it was actually prezli who ended up getting disconnected.
Very unfortunate.
Damn, what's the play here? I mean, if that was... Well, we're just gonna have to wait and see if it's a momentary hiccup, if we're able to still get prezli back. There's a
computer just restarted itself. Be back in a minute.
Damn.
This is a rough situation because it was Prezli's set point. Both of them sitting on one round.
Yeah, there was just so many different factors going into it. Sort of, even his situation, I think Deknud had the situational advantage in terms of like pressure. So, yeah. I mean, in a tournament setup, we definitely give the point to Deknud here. And since it was so late to the round as well,
Deknud saying he's letting Prezli to choose to give him the round or just do it from the beginning or whatever he wants. Good sportsmanship.
All right, so we're playing the match again. Definitely the keyword sportsmanship here. Because honestly, that could have still been anybody's round, and you know, there's no money on the line, so might as well be, you know,
there's
accommodating.
Nothing to lose, there's nothing to gain except everything.
Yeah, the most important thing: the bragging rights, the glory, the recognition.
Getting to see your character go up in the Bounty Hunters FT7's tier list.
Uh-huh. Those are important things. Some would say even more than you know, money, the wealthy, the wealth of the corporeal realm. You know, to begin with, there's not a whole lot of money in FGC anyway, so
yeah, there's just clout. But clout is good.
All right, but a momentum breaker in terms of the momentum. Duh. Let's see how this is gonna affect the sort of the RPS, the mentality of the players.
They're back. We go again.
Back in business. Deknud back to fighting for their life to survive here on the FT7. Prezli needs only one. But again, speaking of, we're talking about things that you should not think about in situation like that. A very toxic thing is to think about, all right, I just need one. Just one more. Please, God, give me one. That's like, I think, one of the biggest traps you can think about in a competitive situation like this.
But again, sometimes, if you just repeatedly, one more, and then after that one, you pull in with that one more again, sometimes it can work. It's just what personally fits for your own mental state. And recognizing that it's a big part of being able to play under pressure.
Yeah, that's a big meta game that you're basically playing inside your own head. One of the most important things as well, because I mean, everybody can learn perfect execution by grinding it out, but mental game, that's the real deal that separates, you know, champions from Sunday players.
Oh, the footsies. Bomb coming in.
Oh, wait. Where did the hammer go?
I think the hammer hit the recovery frames of far slash there.
Huh.
Or was it 5 heavy? I can't remember Zada buttons anymore. It's been too long.
Alright, good jump out of the pose. That's exactly what you want to do. Don't want to stand there and take it. Prezli building up precious resources and getting out of the corner as well. The close slash, immediate burst from Deknud. But again, the fishing pole. Oh, hello? Missing the follow-up.
Nice backdash afterwards, just baiting whatever as Deknud would be doing after the RC.
But also good presence of mind from Deknud to correct their mistake using the 50 meter. This is gonna break, but this is not gonna kill! And we don't have the puppet quite yet!
The RC airthrow. A Strive classic. Well, a classic
I think
in general.
That was one of the most unfortunate kind of wall breaks that Zato can have. The puppet was not ready, no hard knockdown. You had to waste a little bit of time, and Prezli had meter.
Yeah, and
oh no.
Deknud was also very low on meter. This might be it.
Oh god, Prezli has so much health. The gold burst.
Tried to go first. Never stop, just go. Run in throw.
The instinctual reaction, man, that's an OG player reaction. See gold burst, think, hey, that's not strike punishable, even though it is in Strive. But what you do when you see a gold burst, you go in and throw. Prezli sweeping the set 7-2, but again, I want to say that's one of those situations where 7-2, you want to say to the TO, but it was close. And it kind of was.
It definitely is one of those. But it was close though. You gotta believe me. I use it every single time, even if it's not close. But this time I can for sure say it was close. It was a beautiful set. All right. Let's see.
Ooh, so I
Can
think
we get HDM in this time?
no word from HDM as of yet, so I guess we'll have to buy more time. So I guess we're going to the big boy matchups then, huh? Javichu and REDRaven would be next. Let me make sure that they are ready to play.
My puppy has come back home. I'll go give it some kisses before this next match starts.
Oh. Alright, short intermission. Please hold on as we settle who is gonna play next.
Alright, the dog has been given kisses. I do have that 14, 15 weeks old pupper here running around.
The best
no, more
of
than
puppers.
that, like 20 weeks. I can't remember. The days just go past.
We need more puppy pics, to be honest.
I'm just too bad. I'm so bad at taking pictures, but I know all the time I'm looking at her. Yeah, I need to take more pictures. She's so big too. First times I went to send pics, she was like, if I put her on my stick, she would cover up the buttons. If I now put her on my stick, she would cover up the whole stick.
The FGC hype dog in the making.
It's definitely gonna be the mascot for Tampere FGC again. I'm gonna make her one, even if no one else wants her to be one.
Alright, 1 out of 2. Javichu is on their way. Now we just gotta get REDRaven. Or HDM. One of those two. Looking dangerous. I hope we don't have to... I mean,
Alright, Prezli has entered the room. What is No, I think my Strive lobbies are just exploding again.
Yeah, that's the usual glitch. You see the
God.
previous player who's already been in the room. So we have Javichu.
I'm on keyboard trying to figure out this again. I didn't want to bother up getting my stick from my backpack, so.
You can walk to the cabinet and press U at the dead center. I think.
Yeah. I tried to open up the player list, and then I just magically was on the cabinet again, and then I panicked and couldn't remember how do I get out.
Damn, 2 players missing. I supposedly have to start implementing more rigorous means of making sure that the players are in fact, you know,
Yeah, you need to get in those check-ins.
right?
"30 minutes before the first set starts." Or for like the first 2 sets, and then everyone else at when the sets start.
Well, worst case scenario, we have Fission on the line.
The real question is, do we have ReyPeru? Are we missing 3 people? Because that would be the worst case scenario. I've never shamed anyone for being late. That would be rude. Also, I'm never late, so.
ReyPeru is available.
We could go with that one.
Alright, popping the question.
From Discord, I can see that REDRaven is playing Guilty Gear Strive currently. For the past 8 hours.
Alright, both Fission and ReyPeru are ready to go, so
We'll see that one first. The bottom of the card, that is to say, the hypest match, usually, sometimes. For some reason, my I looked at the card, the player matchups. I looked at this and went, okay, Bike and Nago. That's an interesting matchup. Both of them pretty good, usual. And then I realized that I looked at it skewed. It's actually Jacko Nago before I said anything. Luckily, about Jacko parrying Nago's buttons.
a fairly classic matchup. We've seen this a lot, and Fission has been one of those players who has been playing this matchup quite a bit.
Definitely.
And with pretty decent success rate. I think once upon a time, Fission took out the famous invalid value Nagoriyuki while they were having their triumphant run on Bounty Hunters. Of course, they, on the rematch, lost, but you know, being able to say that I once took out invalid value is a big thing.
It is good. I would not dream of doing that at my current level.
Also sporting a win against ZoKHiZ Nagoriyuki, so this matchup is definitely one of those that Fission has played before. There's no doubt about it.
And again, I think this is one of those matchups where if you can just get a KD on Nago, you know, you're just gonna run your Oki. The set play kinda good. Very hard to find the gaps, especially with something like Nago buttons.
Yeah, Jacko is kinda one of those characters who have the potential of being able to zone out Nago at, you know, higher blood levels. At least a little. If there is a character who can zone Nago, Jacko would be one of the best of them. However, at the same time, when Nago is low blood, it's kinda hard to zone. Because he has a lot of potential options for... very strong options for skipping through the neutral. But all those options, yeah, they cost blood, they cost resources, so they're not free to perform. Alright, so a Spanish country mirror, but supposedly... Oh, REDRaven is actually here. Damn. Okay, so yeah, we can honestly do either way. So if REDRaven is here, we can hit the abort button and actually play Javichu versus REDRaven first.
Yeah, let's do that first because it's higher on the card, so it's kind of nice to try to stick to the order when possible. Leave the hype set, the hypest set, the one set that we've all seen a billion times and want to see again for the 6th billionth time. Because I do like watching Nago. I know I'm a Strive hater, but Nago Ryuki, it's not one of the things I hate. And Jacko, while very different from how they worked in Strive, excerpt, still pretty cool. But let's get on the footsies based, footsies Mannen matchup. kyuukei, Baiken, both of these characters, very good buttons. Some good mix-up, you know, or just your standard character. Except, of course, Baiken having a little bit of that extra flavor with the parry. I know nothing about this matchup. I just imagine it would be pretty even-ish, just looking at their tools on average.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited to see these players. Javichu coming off a pretty stellar performance last week against one of the bounty hunters, regular Sierra Vice, and REDRaven, you know, in victory or defeat, doesn't matter, they've always provided really sick plays, lots of entertainment, very close matches, so...
I did not know that you could do a Yonzan cross-up like that. I would have been ready to block the Yonzan Zen, but the cross-up? Woo!
Yeah, Baiken really... Baiken really sort of like a... sort of replacement for Dizzy in a way in the Oki department. Just so difficult to block once you get a good Oki opportunity. Once you get the tether on.
I've had a big talk with some of the my friends who play Strive that Baiken is kinda like, you know, in the sense that you just get a free-form Oki when you get it. You just get to choose whatever side you want to do.
Yeah, and it's not just left, right. There are so many options to consider what Baiken could do.
And the reward, it's there. It's definitely there.
Mm-hmm. One of the definitely harder hitting characters in the game. Speaking of, let's see the damage here.
Like, considering how good the mix-up is, that's a very nice amount of damage. Baiken also having very good tools for neutral.
Oh, the second hit! The footsies put the mat up, and Javichu accidentally running into it. So REDRaven clutches out the first match. Ooh, no cancel there on 6P, so being fairly minus.
That DP punished something? I think just barely got the landing recovered there.
The overhead. Oh, here we go. The dangerous situation. This is not only dangerous for the Kai player, but also sort of on Baiken player. When you attach the tether and then go for an approach, if you get hit, potentially the opponent gets a custom combo themselves if they've practiced one.
And like some characters who can get that good combos out of outside of corner, if you have the tether, it's technically a free corner for those characters. It's gonna get big combos.
I think pretty much every character should be getting pretty... Oh, interesting.
Oh, and it doesn't break, so he gets the good Oki.
That's actually smart, because next hit is gonna be fatal. If Javichu broke the wall there, they would have had the same situation in terms of life. Maybe next hit will kill, but the situation would have been mid-screen instead of corner, so smart decision making there. Oh, REDRaven dashing in with the throw, catching Javichu's reversal DP.
Just whiff the JS, go long. This is the type of mix that this character gets in this game. It's cool to see.
Ooh, good 6P. Keeping REDRaven on the right side. This is actually gonna do decent damage. This might actually kill. Not quite.
We're almost carried all the way to the corner as well.
And they're too heavy. And sometimes Baiken does have pretty deceptive reach. Especially against, like, if the opponent wants to, like, has good standing pokes, like Kai, Far Slash, 5 heavy, 6P, you can sort of try to sneak under there, or even just like catch them off guard when they're shuffling around in neutral game, trying to find a position.
I think that's 2 parries for 2 successful parries right now. I don't think I've seen them whiff it yet. Just using it sparingly, but using it well.
Yeah, and they say just the existence of that tool is enough to make your opponent sort of change vary their options.
Very nice backdash in the corner.
Ooh, knowing that they don't have to hold it, but resulting in an unfavorable air-to-ground situation for REDRaven. It was a blessing in disguise. Oh, I bet they whiffed the Yozan there. Forced to break the wall fairly early into the combo. Nice IB into a throw. The new nutty thing in the modern Guilty Gear.
Dragon install.
Oh, I want to see this. YRC catches a low, but now if the situation goes back to neutral, Javichu has a very, very decent advantage here.
Dragon install. Always so hyped to see, but...
Take this! Oh my god, it chips so much!
Wow.
Oh, was that a backdash? I blinked for a second.
I'm pretty sure it chipped. I think I saw a block animation, but I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah, I mean, for Sacred Edge, there's already decent amount of chip potential, but, you know, Dragon Install just puts Kai on a completely different level in terms of potential chip damage.
Early burst, but you want to keep that corner.
Ooh. It's really cool that you can vary the timing with which you RC after a stun dipper, and Javichu is super good with that, playing with the expectations of their opponent.
Again, a very nice backdash from
the
another one.
Shimmy! With big return as well, it's like, from that situation, not a whole lot of, not many characters get a super sizable combo. But man, Kai pretty much converts any small touch into an RTL and into a corner carry.
Yeah, and RTL already, it's pretty good in damage. It's not the biggest damage dealing super.
Oh!
It is good.
That instant overhead. But now gone.
Oh, with the gun! And then just running and throw. Opponent kind of scared to press anything on that wake up situation. So.
The gun really is a sort of a comfort option when you're not quite sure what to do and you need just that one more hit. It's not the easiest thing to play around. It has the blast radius is actually massive.
Yeah, and the frame data on it, it's pretty good.
Yeah, especially like the grounded gun. The Javichu evens it out. 2 each once again. The hero currently hailing from Canary Islands, Javichu against our Moroccan Baiken player. And I should definitely mention that it's actually a surprise for me to see REDRaven on Baiken, because we do know REDRaven from their Geo play for more commonly. Oh, is that in time? That is actually in time!
Very nice. I do enjoy looking at all these alt characters. It's so nice to see how different players play different characters, and what's the thing that you kind of learn from other characters when you move into.
Oh, not quite, but not sure what Javichu's option was there on the RPS, but the tatami mat staying active for quite long. Ooh, big hit straight into the corner. We have electricity. Soon we have the meter. And Javichu holding down the fort, ready for the instant air dash, but yo, good response. The Kabari pokes from very far away, can break heavy fireballs if you're in range. Uh-oh, cancels a little too early there.
Well, players without burst, boots is.
Ooh, the parry attempt, not punished. Luckily for REDRaven. Good counter hit conversion into potentially one more. The low hits! The threat of the instant overhead Yosan-zen forces you to stand up because you can't react to that shit.
You just have to guess. That's how it is sometimes.
Yep, the fighting game classic. As they say, Novittu arva!
The vault hitting behind? Like, yo, no, it wasn't a mix-up. I was sure it would have whiffed completely there.
Now the complete opposite situation. Javichu in the corner, REDRaven holding down the fort. The burst is used. But so much damage done already, and back into the corner, catches the DP! The OTG6 heavy is enough. Good decision making from REDRaven. Once again, on the lead, or in the lead, should we say.
Ooh,
good chase. It's like Javichu, no matter the situations there, they seem to be always ready for the 6P.
King's elbow.
From even like weird angles. Here we go though, break the wall, get the heart knocked down. REDRaven not without options here. But a lot of those options are very committal.
Ooh, gets thrown from the drift and
immediate reversal DP. Just swing it. I think
very nice respect on the parry.
Baiken
hard Reddit.
There we go once again. Big rewards for that reversal parry. Oh, what a tricky thing!
What?
Crosses up with the hilt!
And this kills.
The follow-up. You can kind of see it if you're ready to react, but damn. You don't expect that very often.
I was not ready. I would have gotten hit every single time.
Honestly, same. There we go, good instant air dash.
And I'm the left-right enjoyer.
Plus frames, electricity applied. But good escape from REDRaven there. Swinging wide, REDRaven, the first one to land the hit. Has to worry about the burst as well soon-ish. During this combo, there it is.
The gun jumps over. Doesn't want to get the anti-air, so...
That dash jump, honestly, one of the few things that can, you know, timed like that can evade the gun. Oh, Javichu once again with the bottom, but ready with the King's Elbow. Never say never, even if you're constantly... It feels like there's like sixth kind of sense for Javichu. Even like no matter what they are doing in, regardless of the situation, they already had like, it's always in the back of their mind, the 6P.
He uses his good tools well.
We go with the DP, breaking the momentum of REDRaven. REDRaven grasping it back. Ooh, that was a nice backdash. I think usually if you're point blank, the backdash should be caught by the Yozan, maybe? Speaking of catching backdash, the flip kick giving big damage combo in terms of Kai damage, I guess. Where's it baited? And you're dead. Just, you know, honest fundamentals as far as Strive goes from Javichu, as per usual.
Yozan does have 12 active frames, so yes, it should usually cover that. I had to go check it because I was pretty sure it has a lot of actives.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the shortest of reaches either. It is reaches pretty far away. Right, the burst is good. Securing Javichu the corner pressure until REDRaven finds an Abare out. Man, his matchup is so explosive. They're able to switch positions. The momentum is like flipping every couple of seconds, I swear.
If you are a neutral enjoyer, I'd say this matchup might be up your alley.
Ooh, that's not gonna hit, right?
I was so scared that it wouldn't hit, but also was kind of hoping that it would, because it would have been so cool.
It's the RC not to get punished. Oh, the jump slash! But again, Javichu sees that the dash in throw coming. Javichu's been so active with defending properly against that RPS option and has been scoring big as well. You know, whiffing a throw in Strive, that's gonna put you in a counter hit state, and we know how much Kai loves counter hit 6 heavies. Oh, blocks in the right direction as well this time. But it's not ending. What's it gonna be? Oh, misses the TK Yozan. Gets a TK jump slash. That's not what you want. Again! Oh no, REDRaven! With the input errors.
Okay, Dragon install. See what he can do with it.
Alright, it's super important to not let the Dragon install enjoyer get their game started. Snipes Javichu out of the air and nullifies the potential chip. Damage incoming. Ooh.
Just delayed the 5k there.
I think that's the that's the first time that Javichu is able to actually call out that parry from REDRaven properly.
There's been a few ones.
Oh. Here we go, 3 in a row! Is REDRaven really committed to that option there, and Javichu was on top of that.
Javichu's been doing those shimmies very well. Like, you can shimmy the throw, you can shimmy the parry. It's a very good thing to do in this matchup.
And like, you know, of course you can sink 50 meter into that to save yourself, but I think a lot of the time REDRaven just hasn't had the meter or the presence of mind to, you know, save themselves after that whiff option.
Yo, 2 VTs in a combo. We got VT loop. Is this accurate?
Ooh, the careful neutraling. Catches the backdash from Javichu. The hard bait. When's the burst gonna come out? Not this combo. Makes sense. Javichu still has decent amount of life to play with here. Wow, it's REDRaven who ends up throwing that. Yo, what is going on? So many right guesses. Javichu actually stands up to block the instant overhead.
Just block everything and then do the DP.
That's like, whatchamacallit, that's like machine gun RPS. There were so many micro decisions within like span of 6-5 seconds. But back into it, no time to waste. Javichu with the momentum. Oh, very nice trade, and it threatens with a pickup as well. REDRaven kind of had to burst that. Nice instant air dash, past the projectiles, the classic. And Yozan instant overhead coming through, delivering a decent combo. Oh, this time. I think the wrong cancel though. 6p for... I think Baiken doesn't have the best cancel options for 6p, but 6p into heavy Kabari should work most of the time, maybe?
Probably does. Because the range is so nice and out of here 6p, you're gonna float there for a little bit.
Oh, big one. Oh, actually too close there. Javichu keeping up the pace. Oh my god, that's the second time in a row. Javichu doesn't let REDRaven get away with murder. That instant air dash switch sides into the back hitting hurt box of Yozan hasn't been troubling Javichu at all.
And then the RTL went with 5k. REDRaven did parry, but had the meter to cover it up.
Solid. The 2p check.
Run in with 2p. Very nice.
Oh, with 2p into a big counter hit. REDRaven knows how much damage that's gonna deliver. But let's see it here, just in case you've forgotten, dropping the combo. And... whoa, actually got sucked into it still. Uh-oh.
That's gonna hurt.
Okay, the tether actually expires just in time.
Very nice. Checks then, 2p.
Tried to jump out. Caught by the Yozan, but not a clean hit. Oh, no cancel either. Goes into a combo. All right, we have the keys in REDRaven's hand, but...
Ooh, 6p! Oh, I think he tried to jump out.
Damn, the finishing touch once again. Javichu clutching out the last pixels. It looked like it was... the situation was ripe for REDRaven to take, but...
yeah, Javichu just starting to pull in and pull away with the lead now.
I think it's Javichu has been changing gears so much on defense. Sometimes it's the aggressive DPs, probably sort of discouraging REDRaven for... oh, I like that idea, but didn't work out that time.
Yeah, it wasn't close enough to hit Baiken through it. I do really enjoy the efforts into the DP.
Right.
6p. Let's see the okay. The strike throw makes up.
Oh, the delay.
Very nice.
Oh, actually got a wall slump as well. Well, we happily take that.
Right, the lightning. Let's see. Also, kind of like throwing out the 5k there, just out of range. So if REDRaven presses a button, I think they might push their hurt boxes into it. But if they press parry, it won't hit.
Oh my god, is Javichu actually gonna run this game back? It is set point Javichu here. So REDRaven desperately needs this. Big combo time. And cash out. But now again, the finishing touch. This is where Javichu has been so strong this set. 50 meter for both players. REDRaven also with the burst. Here it goes. Immediate.
The gun!
Oh, meets! REDRaven!
Barely gets hit.
Yo, and a good combo choice as well. Dropping the combo at an optimal place. Oh no! RTL, is that gonna be enough? That is so close! That kills Javichu! Kai! What a champion! Another fundamentals sort of display from, you know, a solid Kai play. Like, if I have to sort of rank Javichu in the community, definitely at the top end of, you know, the solid Kai players. It's every time we see Javichu play, it's just like pure fundamentals, the things that you are expecting from Kai players, doing a lot of pretty much everything right. And triumphing over REDRaven here on Bounty Hunters. But again, REDRaven keeping up their reputation as somebody who is able to deliver extremely entertaining matches. Alright, what do we got for next? Situation update.
We're going with the Fusion ReyPeru.
Yeah, that's probably a fair transition for now. So Fission on the right seat. Let me quickly fix the layout as well. And ReyPeru. Nagoriyuki. This will be our fourth matchup of the evening. Hopefully up for more after this. Here's to hoping.
It's not over till it's over, so no. We still have time for them to join.
It's not over till the mildly obese lady puts out a couple of melodies.
That's a way to put the
Mankind knew that they cannot
phrase that saying, I guess.
Alright, so our big boy matchup. We know, of course, Fission is at the moment probably the Jacko player. There aren't too many high-level Jacko players, but man, Fission has stayed faithful to the character throughout pretty much the whole existence of the character in Strive. Versus a new face, ReyPeru, Nagoriyuki, on their debut matches here on Bounty Hunters FT7. Let's see how it goes.
Fission immediately just gets the advantage. The set play is there, and the corner, kind of nice.
And here's a taste.
The damage!
Taste of the damage that Jack-O can actually do, especially when they have that 50 meter queued up for Elysian Triver. But it could flip very fast. Here comes ReyPeru. We know the potential of this character. But like we will. Oh my goodness! The foot is too heavy. Oh my god! It stays active for so long though. That's sort of a double-edged sword. I think ReyPeru can actually punish here. Okay.
Very nice presence of mind, knowing that it will be with.
Finds the 2S. And now on the offensive, but ends up popping. This is definitely a matchup where you sometimes have to risk it for the biscuit. Because Nago is definitely a one-chance character in a way, especially when Nago accumulates a little bit of blood. There's oftentimes not a lot of things you can do when you don't have access to your special moves, other than wait for the blood to go down.
Yeah. He is the one-shot character.
That's why I would sort of say that the most important thing to observe for the for the viewers is ReyPeru's blood gauge. When the blood is low, you have options to skip the neutral. When the blood is high, it's Jacko time. And this is another one of those situations where it's Jacko time. If you get put in the corner without 50 meter, without burst, there's not a whole lot that you can do. Not a whole lot that anybody in this game can do.
You just gotta hold it till it's over, and it's not gonna be over soon.
Yeah, arguably, like, especially if Jacko has meter to sink into one of those install supers, like you wait till you get that 50 meter, period. Ooh, an attempt to whiff punish the far slash here, but a little not quite there. Now, of course, this will be an important opportunity for ReyPeru. When you have the offensive, you gotta push it, and push they will. Use the burst as well.
Fecianf with a nice check, but ReyPeru level 2. Kinda like just press buttons for a while. Hope to not get parried.
Alright, the pressure continues, but we still can't use special moves, and we don't need to!
Very nice. Frame trap with the close slash. He would have popped after that.
Yeah,
well.
that's what we're saying. Like, when you see the opportunity, you go for it. Sometimes you risk it for a command grab, which will save your ass. Sometimes you hit confirm into a kill before you pop. That's the Naga life. And even more emphasized in this matchup, where you gotta make hard decisions, hard calls. When to pull the trigger and when to not. Speaking of triggers, it is Fecianf this time, firing the burst, but not getting a whole lot of value out of it. Still stuck in the corner.
Just sliding the DMs, bite. With DP, bite.
Slurp?
Wow.
Good check there. The far slash slash sequence, of course, minus. Now ReyPeru has to be careful. Uh-oh.
Oh, the parry!
The install is active. They have the opportunity to burst, but they gotta choose. They gotta abide their time and choose their place smartly. Actually, don't even have to spend it. That was a big win. Whenever you can get out of the corner against Jacko like that, you'll happily take it and save your resources. Interesting jump D to waste the time in the air. But again, getting pushed closer to the corner. One special move available. Uh-oh, it's getting dangerously close. The install is gonna be activated potentially soon. I think it's definitely in ReyPeru's. Yo, the hit!
Oh shit!
He's gonna pop. Or is he? No, he's not.
It just baits the burst, takes it slow. Just enough flash buttons to drain out a little bit of that blood. Negate the wonderful cure you did.
To complement Fecianf's burst here, I think that burst was kinda sound strategically, because ReyPeru did put themselves in a situation where they might have popped. If that burst landed, they might have actually popped and Fecianf would have gotten the win, so...
Yeah, it was a good try, good attempt. Sometimes the opponent knows what you're doing and just plays around.
Yeah, and sometimes you just misjudge the spacing and burst into disjoints. It do be sometimes. Oh, this is a miss input. And Fecianf making ReyPeru pay for that. I think we're talking with Neat about the, the Hukyo into the super actually being a misinput. I forgot which move you misinput in that case, but
I don't remember what the super input is, so I can't even make a guess.
Ooh, the 2D catches ReyPeru into a setup. YRC, yeah, use that little bit of resources that you can to get rid of it, but straight back into it. ReyPeru.
Fecianf with 100 meter as well. Yep.
I think this is actually good for ReyPeru, getting out of that corner.
Yeah, and minions will be out now. or rather won't be out. They'll be in Jacko's pockets again, so he gets another chance. This hurts, but he just doesn't have the blood spare to get a proper combo out of it.
Yeah, hammering out those sword normals the best they can to recover a little bit of precious blood, but Fecianf. Yeah, I guess one of the better ways of clutching out rounds. Didn't need any cancel, didn't need minions, just a quick love tap from a 20 frame unreactable overhead.
That's a bad burst, but luckily ReyPeru just out of range to punish it properly.
Back throw incident light turns into a disaster. Look at this. No meter, no burst. ReyPeru is in trouble. And Fecianf knows if possible, they wouldn't love to, they would love to avoid breaking the wall like this, so that ReyPeru doesn't get back in the groove, but you know, what is done is done. Sometimes you have to take it.
And Jacko, of course, wants the opponent in the corner, wants them in the set play, but positive bonus, it's pretty good.
Oh, that was smart! The 2D anti-air catching the landing frames of ReyPeru. The round start works in Fecianf's favor until we got in with the big counter hit. Here we go. Back dash.
Just whiffs the bite and gets thrown out of it. Oh, gold burst.
Guy was there so fast.
Alright, Fecianf, show the set play. Oh, whiffs the throw.
Burn it all down. The meter, the blood, the everything. And it is enough, the 5D.
I also have the tap 5D here.
Available for any character in the game. And another really good showing for ReyPeru how to risk it all, bet the farm, and grasp the momentum.
Now with a big 2 heavy, this is gonna hurt.
Oh my god, is that a kill? That's a kill. I think that's a kill. Yeah, that's a kill.
Yes it is.
Jesus, just in the nick of time. As soon as Fecianf got the meter back to burst, ReyPeru already sticking them to the wall. God, I can't believe how good ReyPeru's, you know, they take risks at the most optimal places and they play the situations where they risk it all so well. I think textbook how this matchup is supposed to be played.
Yeah, it takes a lot of risk, of course. You kind of have to against Jacko, but knows when to take it.
And another thing, ReyPeru has been put into the corner so many times, but for some reason, they're able to work their way out of that. They're so good on defense.
Yeah, rarely he has had to do a gold burst or YRC. He just kind of blocks it and waits it out, and then after a little while of blocking, reassesses the situation. Do I need to burst now?
Yeah, kind of like taking maximum effect, like maximum value out of the fact that you have the option ready to go. Fecianf probably thinking about those options and not able to press on full throttle. My plot is relatively high, but on the low, or on the decrease.
On level 1, now level 2.
Alright, let's see what we can do with this 100 meter. Fecianf pushing ReyPeru into the corner. This is the checkmate situation that they're looking for.
Oh, okay, it has to burst now. And no servants what to speak of, and the installs out.
Oh! The spacing or the timing wasn't right. ReyPeru recognizes the incoming strike, snatches Fecianf out of that 5D. Tragic, but what is done is done.
ReyPeru going up with a really nice lead now. This is not the way I initially thought with the matchup. I thought that it would be an extremely gruesome 2-2 at this point.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I was kind of ready to put my money on Fission, just based on the fact that they've played this matchup so much and they are probably master of it so far, but ReyPeru bringing their own twist to the equation.
Oh, and too heavy. This did not kill.
I was so scared after scoring that too heavy, albeit it does give you a lot of blood back. I was so scared that ReyPeru was gonna pop.
Yeah,
but again,
I looked at it like, all right, this should kill. But then I look at the meter and it's just tingling on the edge. I was like, okay, so he's gonna take it a little bit slower. Nice presence of mind there.
God, ReyPeru is so patient. And again, sort of kind of forcing Fission to break the wall at an unopportune time there. Oh, the parry actually nullified the clone, huh? Fission.
Afterwards, just parried J Heavy and the servant spots him out of the air. He recovered.
Both players showing absolute mastery of the matchup. Yo, the DP actually erases the minion, but now Sides have been speech, not able to backdash out or back run out of that too heavy situation. But again, very high blood. This is where Jacko should shine. Until you went too close to the sun.
Okay, gold burst. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Both installs active. Fission.
Yeah, you're just gonna swang. Oh, the precision of mind that, yo, it's gonna end now, so just swats them both off.
Close slash, leading into pressure. And Fission has to survive this upcoming barrage of strikes. Beats the burst! It's not over yet, but it is looking quite desperate for ReyPeru for...
It's gonna be rough, yeah.
Because, yeah, that was what was going to happen next. The red buff coming online. Fission giving the chase. 4-2 for ReyPeru's advantage. But Fission certainly not out of this second.
Bursts out, doesn't want to take all of that damage this early into the match.
Look at that patience. This time able to backrun out of that too heavy range. And Jacko kind of extends her standing hurt box when you're, you know, holding the minion like that.
Also, look at the risk. ReyPeru was on full risk there for, I want to say, like good 4 seconds.
And not even phased.
Yeah, not scared at all.
Oh, again, the delayed 2K cashing out on Fission's respect for the aggressive. Oh, that might be a miss input.
Yeah, it most definitely it was. Unless it was the most Galaxy Brain forward read, but I doubt it.
And merciless they are as they are, taking advantage of that miss input, crapping the round. All right, here's the cash out.
Jacko pressure is so nice. Throw, it's the mix. All right, red install, let's go. Big meter, big minions,
Yeah,
big damage.
I think at this point ReyPeru just has to take the burst back to the next round, unless at the last second they get the 50 meter YRC. Oh my goodness.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, Ray.
I think went for the JD. It's rare there.
Sort of good patience there. I as soon as I got hit by Nagoriyuki there as Jacko, I might have, even though Fission has such a massive live lead, I would have been scared and I would have probably reached for the burst. Speaking of the burst, here we go. Again, another good, well-placed 2D. catching the landing frames of ReyPeru. Oh, is it gonna pop?
The big pop. Let's see. Yeah, easily kills.
It was one of those calculated risks there to use the Hukyo to go back in. I think the plan for ReyPeru was to be able to land more sword specials and sort of offset that Hukyo blood buildup, but weren't able to. But again, risk, reward, all calculated.
Just a few hits over and already Fusion with lost a lot of HP. And ReyPeru just keeps on chipping in with stray hits and well, the chip damage.
Naga round.
Yeah.
Oh wow, wait, it's 2 clones. I think that's gonna be a pop. I think that's actually a
pop into instant overhead. But you're still gonna lose HP. And now you have to hold it.
On retrospect, all right, let's not jump the gun here, because this is fresh bar of blood. And ReyPeru is potentially still able to push one more special move.
Yeah, good idea there with trying to just chip him out.
5 heavy swipes. Every single one of those on block will return a little bit of blood for ReyPeru, so... Oh, so
Drift and... Whoa!
God damn! The perfect RC timing.
Spicy.
I wonder... That was really interesting in terms of decision making. ReyPeru might have actually anticipated the potential burst there. RCing into the updrift.
It's a good idea because when you're falling from your updrift with your air buttons, you're usually on pause afterwards. Kind of canceling the landing with the pop.
Oh. Blood is high, however, strikes are coming through. And it's only one, that's a good reversal!
Ooh, big damage incoming! Alright, let's see the set play. Fusion's so on point with these parries as well on the servants.
Oh, again, that 2D! Actually the most successful anti-air for Fusion in this matchup.
What is this, Exert Soul?
Yeah. It's like, I think it's geared towards that, is that jump heavy? That ReyPeru keeps hitting like fairly early, not expecting the anti-air to be like so low profiled.
Alright. I was gonna say something about the set play, but luckily ReyPeru guessed right once and got out.
Nom!
I was super afraid of 2 minions behind ReyPeru.
Ooh, parry as an anti-air. Pretty safe. Right, no Twitch reaction on that. Again, the 2D! God, that 2D is good.
Alright, the sandwich pressure and pushing in the corner. A bit strong.
Nago. The reach of the throw. There's the whip punish. But dropping something here. And now ReyPeru gets the wall break. Still has the free blood buff available for a while.
And now, big buttons, big chip damage. Positive bonus. It's looking really rough.
Yeah.
And there it is. There, frame trap with clone. Very nice.
With those amount of resources, ReyPeru could just basically force a guess from Fission. Is it gonna be strike? Is it gonna be a bite?
Yeah.
Again, a very nicely timed 2 heavy. Right. Oh, interesting.
Just checking. He had a lot of blood, so he couldn't cancel backwards on all through Q, I think. So was kind of baiting. If you're gonna press a button, I'm gonna get the gold burst and just kill you.
Oh no, missed the swipe! And the OTG hit didn't do enough!
And the parry just doesn't care about the close.
That was so smart from Fission. They realized that ReyPeru was on empty blood, so they were definitely trying to skip the neutral. But Fission was ready with the parry. That was an MVP parry, I'm gonna say. That is one of the primary ways for you to get in. Force the clone. Just say, fuck it, I have the blood to spend. It's my time. But Fission says no. Oh, there we go. That too heavy. In that same situation has been anti-airing Fission quite efficiently, but now sliding under. Heart bait. ReyPeru doesn't bite yet, but soon they're gonna have to think about how they're gonna spend that burst. Look at that.
Big corner situation. Vision there. Ghost burst after getting thrown.
Oh. Was it? I think Fission in that place was banking on the fact that ReyPeru would extend themselves into the parry, but that was not the case. That was actually kind of funny.
I think he just threw them out to make sure ReyPeru can't use the big buttons, and if he sees the big buttons, he can just punish it afterwards with the buff active.
Wait a second! How? Jacko 2D, how did that not low profile? I think the low profile frames, frames were over already. That's not a sight you see very often. I want to say Jacko 2D is such a interesting button. Sometimes it feels like it low profile so much. Sometimes it feels like it doesn't low profile at all.
Alright.
Dancing around, gathering.
Just staying calm, blocking. No need to worry. Not in throw range. Alright.
With the red buff, the minion gauge is not gonna run dry for a while. And it gets it gets ReyPeru in the exact position that Fission wanted, in the corner.
Sadly, not enough meter to kill.
Oh, but here's our one chance. And, well...
And it's popped. Nice try, though. Nice
yeah, I think ReyPeru had to try. Sort of, again, taking the conscious risk that, you know, if I don't push it now, I'm just gonna get outzoned soon.
Yeah, I also like the fact that he tried to just get in, get a kill, instead of using the burst.
Right,
he can
right.
take the burst in the final round.
Yeah, that's actually true. Again, spending RC for a little bit of extra blood. I kind of like that. Fission not only denying the position, but also the blood build-up after the RC.
Alright, the goons.
Blue goons cannot be deleted. However, oh, it's gonna pop again. Fission.
And the punish is there.
Oh, missed the hard punish, but
no, it's enough. It's enough.
Luckily for Fission, ReyPeru was queuing up a backdash afterwards. And suddenly, it's, oh, the classic. Dance around the burst, hook yaw backwards. No matter what you hit the opponent with, you can always cancel. And that's the beauty of Nagoriyuki. Yo, using Beyblade.
Big counter hit, that's a kill.
That's so beautiful. Use the Beyblade as a makeshift dash there to slide into the perfect position to hit that close slash anti-air. And this is actually a set point for ReyPeru. Yo, he stood up to block the F-Shiki! This man is out of this world! And
he
then...
throws the 5D instantly.
What is this guy? ReyPeru from Spain, showing how it's done! spent the burst, keep fishing in the corner. We are a one chance character, keep the one chance alive as long as possible.
A lot of blood, so can't do much until he gets those buttons out.
Oh my god, and then that's it! ReyPeru
Yes, the meter!
takes
Nice
it!
Mercy. Just check the feet, check your ankles.
I would have not guessed in a 100 years Fission, the more, you know, established player on Bounty Hunters, taking on ReyPeru on their debut match. And ReyPeru, oh my god, what a style of play. Honestly, sort of reminds me of ZoKHiZ in a way, but like even more patient. The defense from ReyPeru is out of this world. It's kind of like, if we speak in terms of like Finnish players, combining ZoKHiZ and the, you know, the defensive aspects of Shady.
Yeah, definitely. Or, you know, ZoKHiZ in Exert, because he blocks a lot more in that game.
Yeah. Holy shit. The type of Guilty Gear we just observed. Because I forgot the word that I was gonna use. Anyway.
Alright, let's see. Can we get the final matchup? It is kind of late, we've been waiting for a while.
Yeah.
But it's better to ask and pray and hope than to just outright write it off.
It is kind of a massive tragedy here, because I think NKellyy has been stood up like 2 events in a row.
Unfortunate.
I'm gonna add a note for myself, ++ after NKelly's name, to give them a super
This
super
matchup
priority.
is going to happen. Person priority.
Yeah, I mean, some days it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can't always be here.
I take full responsibility for like communicating with the player base after the initial announcement of the matchups. I think I should have. Yeah, I think I need to change up my pace a little bit with, you know, keeping the players up to date. Maybe like after the initial announcement, post a tweet a little earlier, ping all the players, and then on the day of the matches, maybe an extra ping as well.
Yeah, that sounds good. The sad part, of course, being if you need to ping them the initial matchups earlier, and there's not as much time for sign-ups. But technically, you know, always put up sign-ups after the first matches have been drafted. Try to get in as much time for people to get in. It's rough.
Okay.
Organizing these events is not an easy deal.
Yeah. Nor is playing in them.
No, of course not. Sometimes life happens.
Yeah.
This is, for at least most of us on Bounty Hunters, it is just a hobby. Even if we might want it to be more. Some people have been. We see some pretty good players on here as well, but you know, you can't cut off your sister's weddings for Bounty Hunters, for example.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you know, I gotta say, I am thoroughly satisfied with the matchups that we had.
Oh yeah, every single one of the matches today, absolutely beautiful set. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
I'll take quality over quantity any day, for sure.
For sure.
All right. Well, moving forward, you know how the deal goes. If you want to play on the next week's Bounty Hunters Guilty Gear Strive FT7, sign up. Most of your Strive Discords will have the sign-ups if you are unsure which one to join, my Discord is on the bottom right hand of the side of the screen. Or here's a link as well. Oh, nice, you beat me to it.
I'm fast boy. I've done this before.
All right.
Well, big thank you for all the players. Big thank you for all the viewers. And the biggest thank you to you, kyuukei, for doing this every single week for us.
No, big thank you for you, Rikkami, for being the MVP on the microphone.
Nah, I just didn't have a raid tonight, so I had to figure out something to do.
All right, to celebrate the recent resurfacement of Exert, let me send you to Leapfrog Pocho. Playing Exert at the moment, I believe. Rev 2. Alright, we see you again next week. Till then, stay safe and play Guilty Gear. Any of them will do. You have 3 options. Bye-bye.
Bye.